Well, this morning, Seattle police mourning the loss of Officer Alexandra Harris. She went by Lexi. She died over the weekend after being hit by a car on I-5 while trying to help fellow drivers. Q13's Brandi Kruse joins us live here. And Brandi, you're learning more about Officer Harris this morning.
Yeah, Liz, good morning. We know Officer Harris had served the citizens of Seattle for 5 years. She was 38 years old. And really, I think everything you need to know about who she was as a person and as an officer is reflected in the actions that she took early Sunday morning. Here's Captain Ron Mead with the Washington State Patrol.
Having somebody that happens to be an officer that just finished their shift serving the citizens of Seattle, only to be struck and killed while rendering assistance, arguably could have gone on their way and driven home and gone to bed at the end of that shift. They didn't do that. Out of their sense of duty, their sense of responsibility, they're no longer with us.
You know, I heard from a few current and former Seattle police officers who worked with Officer Harris. One of them, who left SPD last year, reached out to me, sent an email saying, "It's no surprise to hear that Lexi selflessly put the safety of others before her own, but it is tragic and heartbreaking to know that she lost her life doing just that." Quick look at the Seattle Police Department's West Precinct. This was the scene there last night downtown. You can see the flag there at half staff. You know, one thing I want to note, Liz, although this was technically, an off-duty death, Officer Harris was on her way home from shift when she saw this multi-car collision on I-5. Out of a sense of duty, as Captain Mead said, she pulled over to try to help and was struck and killed. So even though she was off duty, I'm told that her death is likely to be considered a line of duty death because of the circumstances.
So, Brandi, is there any indication that anyone will be charged with Officer Harris's death?
No indication at this point. The vehicle that hit her, it was a secondary crash caused really by the first crash that happened, and the driver of that vehicle stayed at the scene, according to the Washington State Patrol. This was around Forest Avenue on I-5. And so at this point, it seems like that person is cooperative, that it appears to have been an accident. That being said, there is a separate related crime that the Washington State Patrol is investigating, and this is one of those things that is just so challenging to wrap your mind around. Officer Harris was in her personal vehicle when she pulled over to render aid. That vehicle was stolen, Liz, from the scene. So apparently one of the drivers involved in the initial multi-car collision left the scene in Officer Harris's personal car, stole it. And so while the car has been recovered, the State Patrol is still trying to locate the person who took it.
And that's heartbreaking that could possibly have to happen after such a terrible incident, a tragedy in the first place.
Yeah, awful.
Brandi, thank you.
Yep.